I think if you're a writer or a creator of comics or web comics, or somebody who's trying to start a studio and create your own IP like I'm trying to do, it really behooves you to create a story that can be experienced at least twice. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Is it easier said than done? Yeah, absolutely. But in this day and age of stories that are created to basically just generate hype and maybe be consumed just once and be done, you want to focus on creating a story that people don't fully get on the first go around. Like, they don't fully get all of the meaning, all of the depth behind that first read, and they want to go back and fully explore more of the world that you've crafted, that you've created. There's an Orson Welles quote that I read a long time ago in a book called The Perennial Seller by Ryan Holiday that goes, "A movie must be better to see the third or second time than it is the first time. There must be more in it to see at once than any one person can grasp. It must be so meaty, so full of implications that everyone will get something out of it." And that's how I try to write my own stories. I try to give the reader more to chew on than meets the eye, because a lot of stories can be read and what's on the surface is just what you get. But then you have stories that have a lot more depth than meets the eye. You have stories that you can read over and over and still get something new out of it. You have stories that can be fun and subvert expectations, and you can go back to and still enjoy certain parts of it. And I think that's how you want to write these days. If you really want to create an enduring work, something that lasts long past a first viewing, you want to create a work like that. And this is not to say that you have to make something that's deep. Like, people throw around the word deep a lot, like it's a mandatory thing that you have to make your story into. You don't have to make it deep. A lot of people's favorite stories are just really fun or really enjoyable. They're really light, or they're just good at telling jokes. I had a comment the other day mention Yotsuba, and Yotsuba Yotsuba is a story about a little girl with kind of a 4-leaf clover head, and she's just living her life, and that's it. But it's so well crafted, it's so well able to depict the life of a little girl that it feels like you're reading about a real person. Like, it feels like you're reading about a little human who's growing up, like actually growing up. And she does age a little bit in the actual story. And then you have shows like Nichijou, which were huge when they came out. You can watch Nichijou clips and really enjoy how well animated they are, how relatable they are, how crazy they feel. Like, it's something you can enjoy over and over again, because it just has such a well-crafted aesthetic and world that you can dive into over and over again and feel some relief, escape into from life, some emotion that you can experience reliably whenever you open the book and take in the story. One of my favorite stories is Love and Rockets by Jaime Hernandez. This book is called Locos. But it's so good at creating real humans on the page. I have to be careful which page I do turn to. But it's so good at creating real humans that exist that you're just like, oh wow, these are real people that I can read about. I'll start reading at literally any point in the story. I'll flip open the book and I'm just transfixed because these people feel like real humans. And I'll just start reading and I'm like, man, where does the story go from here? Even though I've seen I've read the story before, it doesn't follow a story sequence. So anytime I read it, it's like I'm reading it again for the first time, because the story that it was telling before it never ended. It never gave me a nice wrapped up bow to conclude. And so anytime I go back into it, I'm just experiencing it new for the first time, and it's a real joy to read. So what is actually in a story that you want to read twice, that you feel compelled to go back to every once in a while. And I think between having the depth of a story and having just a fun overall vibe that you can reliably get from the same story, I think there's that common element of craft. That there's this element that it wasn't just slapped together willy-nilly to get your attention, hook it, and just give you a quick dopamine shot. There's an intentionality behind the word choices, behind the color choices, behind the character design, and everything that you experience in the story to pull you in and make you want to read it over and over and over again. It's not something that is pumped out so that you can read it once, make the company some money, and then never again. It's something that you cherish and you hold on to because you remember the feelings that the story gave to you, and you want to continue those forward into the future. So a story like that, or a comic like that, or a manga like that, has to do more than just hook the reader's attention from the outset. It has to give them something to come back for, something that they didn't get the first time. Something like Fooly Cooly, where Fooly Cooly is a show that goes by at a mile a minute and doesn't give you time to rest. You'll watch all 6 episodes and you'll be like, what the hell just happened? And you'll want to go back just to catch the things that you missed the first time. And you'll still miss things. And you'll go back again to catch the things that you missed that second time. And you'll go back again to catch the things that you missed that third time. And it's just that type of show where it has so many in-jokes, has so many little things here and there thrown into the story, to where the first viewing, it may not be comprehensible to anybody who watches it the first time. It's like, what the hell just happened? That was crazy. I mean, I liked it, I think, but I might have to check that out just to really figure out what I just saw. And it compels multiple viewings because on some level, deep below, you understand that it's trying to say something, but you just don't know exactly what it's trying to say yet. And so you want to watch it again to figure out, like, oh, I noticed that. Oh, yeah, I noticed this thing here. Okay, yeah. Oh, so how does that connect? Oh, it connects to that. Yeah. And you start to piece it together on multiple viewings so that you understand that, like, oh, this is like a metaphor for adolescence. Okay, yeah, now I get it. And you get to feel that dopamine rush of like engaging with a piece of media more than one time. It wasn't just a snack. It wasn't just a quick hit. It was something that looks like a quick hit. It looks like something that is just a shot of dopamine. But when you look underneath the surface, when you really dig deep into the story beyond the surface level stuff, you're like, oh yeah, this actually had a lot more in it in only 6 episodes than a lot of series have in their entire 24 episode run. They cooked and baked a lot into just 6 episodes. And so you can go back to it over and over again and still pull something new out of it. And that is very difficult to do. It just has to be something that's your intention in the back of your mind. If you want to create a work like that, you have to intend to do it. You have to intend to do it, and you'll find the ways and methods over time to actually make it happen, because you're aiming to do something that lasts longer than just a quick read and throw away. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what I'm trying to do with my latest webcomic, Saintly. It is a demon chase horror action comedy about 2 best friends who have to outrun the demon loan sharks that they borrowed from. Basically, it's like Scooby-Doo meets K-pop demon hunters without the K-pop. And the story backs the main character into a corner where she has to decide between the hard path to success or lose her soul to the lure of easy money. And we get to see the ramifications of her choice, and if she can hide this deal with the devil from her friend, or if it will tear them apart. And I hope you read my comic in the description and check out the story. It should appear in your email inbox or your spam folder if you don't see it. And it's a story that if you read it once, you might just want to read it again and get something new out of it the second or even the third time. So I've recently entered a contest with DannPhan, and I'll leave the link to her Kickstarter page in the description. Basically, it's a voting contest. You buy a copy of the anthology, and then you vote on whichever comic you want to win. And I would say don't just vote for me because I'm Comic Ken. Read all the entries, and whichever one you truly feel is best and grabs you the most, vote for that one. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for reading Saintly, and please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.